Alright, so now that we can see which universities are on the federal school code list and are participating in Title IV, right, the qualified institutions, how do they get on the list? So sure, they have an agreement with the Department of Education, but how do they get that? What do they need to have? So there is the program integrity triad, which obviously three things, right? So we have first, state authorization, basically kind of like residency for business, right? A state, authorizes a college to operate within their means and like where they're located, if that makes sense, right? Then we have number two, accreditation by agency recognized by the Department of Education. So, is a school worthy to give out degrees? Like, what does a degree from this school mean? What does a degree from this school mean? So, I know here we have, or at least at APU, right, it's WASC accredited, which is the Western Association of Schools and Colleges. So, each of these accrediting agencies needs to be recognized by the Department of Education, because all colleges have some form of accreditation, right? But basically, this just means that it needs to be legit, that the Department of Education needs to signify that, okay, cool, you're accredited by these people, that makes sense, we like you, okay, cool, you can offer federal aid to your students, right? And then finally, eligibility and certification by the Department of Education. So again, it's just, hey, so you meet these first two requirements, okay, cool, so now you're certified and you are eligible and you can process these loans in this federal aid. So that was the program integrity triad. Moving on, one of the like main regulations was that a school has to provide one eligible program, at least one, leading to specifically defined degrees which prepare students for gainful employment. So basically, right, you either offering bachelor's, master's, doctoral, whatever your program, even associates, whatever your program is, it has to be able to prepare students to achieve employment in that field, right? So each of the three like categories of gainful employment are listed. Basically, it just means that however many loans you're taking out, however much aid you're being provided, your income has to be within your means a little bit. And I mean, you guys can read that, but basically, right, so passing, I'll go over that one. Program 2's completers have annual loan payments less than or equal to 8% of total earnings or less than or equal to 20% of discretionary income, right? So basically, you're not taking out too many loans for the job that you're going to get with the education that you're receiving, right? Which I feel like that's the main argument in, like, do I go to community college, do I go to university, do I go private, what do I do, right? So basically, you're passing if you're like, hey, less than 8% of my income is being dedicated to student loans, right? That's not that much. I'm cool. We're good. Let's do it, right? So those are some more of the eligibility requirements for Title IV institutions.